Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and the chance to do a James Cott puzzle today, so always worth taking. If you only sometimes have a go at the puzzles that turn up on the channel, have a go at this one because it's sure to be good. James is great fun. Now the puzzle, I'm going to call it Big Zs, but many of you may be calling it Big Zs. And I see a Z or a Z in the grid, so I presume that that's kind of descriptive. Anyway, I will do the rules when I've told you a few things that are going on around the channel. Of course, we stream on Monday nights normally from the Blueprints house lately. Well, for months and months we've been streaming from there. We have Friday crossword masterclasses. We do 2 videos a day at 8:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. UK time. Hope that suits you wherever you are. But we also have a bunch of apps which do include Arrow Sudoku and Domino Sudoku, as well as Fog of War Sudoku, all relevant to today's puzzle. And Classic Sudoku 2 is our latest one, and there are the Worms. Very good content in these apps, and they're available on the App Store, on Google Play, and also on Steam. So wherever you get your apps, you can find Cracking the Cryptic ones. And also, of course, there's our Patreon site where the monthly reward is Duality 3 by Skunkworks, and that's great fun. Where you can also see gridogram videos and connections videos and some crossword videos, some difficult cryptic crosswords, including a few listeners lately. So do check that out. It's all fascinating. But the first link under the video is to Big Zs by James Cott. James is Australian, and I guess they pronounce that letter of the alphabet as Z there. Anyway, normal Sudoku rules apply. So 1 to 9 will go in every row, column, and 3x3 box. We have dynamic fog, which means that placing a correct digit may clear fog somewhere in the grid. It's basically at the constructor's behest. The digits along an arrow sum to a 2-digit number reading left to right in that arrow's oval. So these 5 digits will add up. They could include repeats. They will add up to a 2-digit number with its tens digit here and its units digit here. Cells separated by an X sum to 10, cells separated by a V sum to 5. And those are the rules. Give it a try. I'm going to restart my clock and say, let's get cracking, and we'll see how we do. So, obviously, we've got one Z here, and the digits on the V's have to be less than 5. So 3 of those are in this sum. Okay, what is the target of the sum? It is 2 digits that add up to 10. And therefore, there is a limited range of those. They could be 19, 28, 37, 46, 64, 75, 82, and 91. Most of those are absurd. These 5 digits can't add to 91. We can also rule out 82, 75, 64, 46, and I think we can rule out 37 because of the V's here. Yeah, I mean the maximum for those 3 digits is 9. So even if you allowed 2 9s in the remaining cells, you're only getting up to 27. Why is the maximum for these 3 digits 9? Because they're all less than 5. They could be 4, 3, 2, but they have to be different from each other. So that's 9. Even if you allowed 2 9s here, you only get up to 27. So this has to be a 1 and a 9. And it clears fog, so we're right. And there's another big Z. Now we know that these digits, and I'm going to colour them, the yellow digits add up to 19. Well, that's a much more open-ended sum, I fear. Since these digits can add up to anywhere between 6 and 9, that means these two add up to somewhere between 13 and 10. I don't think I can do that. Right, let's look at this. So I think the yellow cells are analogous, the green cells that I've just coloured are analogous to the yellow cells here. In fact, they have slightly less leeway because that digit can be the same as one of those, but here they all have to be different. So there is an absolute maximum of 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 is 35. There's an absolute minimum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 15. So this X number, again, has to be between 15 and 35. And we can't use the digits 1 and 9. So this has to be 28 or 28. And we get another X revealed. And another Z. That's the important letter revealed. Oh, that's not a good colour. Let's change colour. There we go. Now, do we know this? Again, these must add up. They're very similar to the green digits. They must add up to between 15 and 35. That means this X is either 19 or 28, I think. Oh, if it was 19, would one of these digits have to be a 1? I think the answer is yes, because the lowest total you can make from 5 different digits that don't include a 1 is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. That's 5 digits averaging a 4. They add up to 20. So 19 is not a possible answer here. This must be another 28 or 28. We get another Z revealed. Right, I need a new colour. Let's go pink down there. That 3, given 3 under the fog, is looking at those digits. And if 3 can't be on the left side of these V's, then 2 can't be on the right. What about this new one then? A new Z with a V in the pill this time, in the oval. So these digits are, again, from 1, 2, 3, 4. This digit sees a 1 and a 3. So that's 2 or 4, going with 1 or 3. And this sum is either 14 or 32. Well, 14 would be quite low. If this was a 1 and a 4 here, these pink digits, well, 4, 3 and 1 would see all of these digits. So they would have to be a minimum of 2 and 5. I'm visualizing this as adding up to, as being a 1 and a 4. So that these digits have to add up to 14. 2 and a 5 at the minimum there is 7, plus the 3 is 10. These have a maximum of 4 at that point. And with a 1 and a 4 there, they could both be 2s. But they can't, because one of these two digits is a 2. So if this was a 1 and a 4, this digit sees 1, 4, 3, and a 2. This digit would be a minimum of 5. These would be at least, well, I was going to say 2 and 5, but between them now, those are going to add up to at least 2 plus 5 plus 6 equals 13. And with this, we would bust the 1, 4 possibility. So this is 3 and 2. And now we go from trying to form a very low total in purple or pink to trying to form a very high total. 32 is going to require these to be pretty big. Isn't it? It definitely is. Oh, look, I can put 2 in this box. We've got a 2 there, a 2 in one of those cells, a 2 there and a 2 there. We've got 4 2s looking into the box. Oh, and there's another Z. Well, that is good Sudoku. Let's just check whether there's any more great Sudoku that we could do. 3 there. One of these is a 3. So one of these is a 3. Now, I'm going to have to... oh, there's a little V. Hang on. What's this arrow doing? You can't fit a pill in there. This is not... there's no fog here. Oh, it's going to be a Z, probably, isn't it? In fact, we could almost certainly assume from the title of the puzzle and the fact that everything revealed has been a Z so far, that there's a 2-digit pill under the fog here that is adding up these cells, but we've not officially been shown that yet. There are some constructors who would carefully not make that happen. I think James is more of a symmetry fiend, and it will, but I don't know. I'm not going to be guessing about that. I'm going to be looking at this V. Again, we're looking at digits from 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that 2 says this digit is not a 2. So the one on the left is not a 3. Of course, these I could pencil mark as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I have not really been... I pretended I was going to avoid looking at the pinks and calculating them to do a bit of Sudoku, but I really ran out very quickly of Sudoku to do. I don't know. I mean, this could at least be 19. Oh, it's not even got an X or a V in it, so forget. It could be almost any total. I guess this cell, what is the absolute maximum? 987 there, 9 here, and a 4 here is 37. So that digit is from 1, 2, or 3, which is quite interesting, because if that's a 2, 3 pair on the V, that digit becomes a 1. Okay, but we'll hold fire on that, and I will finally think about the pinks. So these 3 cells have an absolute maximum of 9, 8, and 7 equals 24. Plus that 3 is 27. This has a minimum of 5. I think we might be able to reach a conclusion that there has to be a repeat digit. If there wasn't, these 4 cells would add up to 29. Oh no, they could be 9875. Oh, there's an 8. Look, Sudoku. There's an 8 in one of those. And we've had 2. Oh, let's think. I'm not really getting very far thinking about these. I'm going to go back to green and light blue. These arrow cells do add up to 28. Right. I know a secret about the sum total of every box that I'm prepared to share with you. Every box adds up to 45. So that's because the sum of the digits from 1 to 9 is 45. It's the same for every row and column too. Now, if this box adds up to 45 and the green cells add up to 28, these two, the digits add up to 10. And that's going to leave these two to add up to 7, not using a 2. So they're either 1, 6 or 3, 4. And I think the same has to be true in this box, because it's exactly the same numbers. And therefore, we end up with a 1, 3, 4, 6 quad. And we know that's not 3. And we can place 3. Come on, clear some fog, because that's clever deduction. It does. And we've got another V down here. So on this side, it can't be a 3 by Sudoku, so not a 2 on the left. Those two are threatening to form a triple or something. Anyway, 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 2. These digits have to be from 5, 7, and 9. Oh, look, there's a lovely thing with 4 as well. If 4 has to be in one of those cells, then these can't be 4. And now 4 in this box, I mean, I know this is quite a few cells that 4 could go in, but note that they don't include these cells, and 4 can't go in any of these cells in column 7 either. So now 4 in column 7 is down here in the pink. And that is going to inform our calculation of 32. 3 plus a 4 is 7. The other 3 cells involved include those 2 and one of these, and they add up to 25. So there's definitely a repeat now. They are either 9, 9, 7, or 8, 8, 9. They're all from 9, 8, or 7. Yeah. So that one can't be a 9 by Sudoku, and it can't be 4 because we know where 4 is. So in fact, are these a 4, 7, 8, 9? No, there's a repeat. There's a repeat, yes. And we don't know whether that repeats there or there. But what else have we got going on? I don't know. if this was a 7, these are 9, 8. No, there wouldn't. Oh, this can't be a repeated 8. Right, the two instances I gave included a repeated 9, which is possible if 9's in those two cells, and a repeated 8 in this group of pinks, which is not possible because 8 there says that digit can't be an 8. You can't have 2 of them in box 9. So it is a repeated 9, that is a 9, that is a 9. Now we know where 4 goes. Oh, we're clearing fog, unsurprisingly. And now we add this up again just to check our maths. 18, 22, 25, that's a 7. This is a lovely puzzle, by the way. Classic James Copp. 9 comes out of those cells, so that's a quad. 9 now goes in here. These digits are 1, 5, 6, and 8 in some order. So 7 in this column has to be in one of those two cells. Okay, I'm going to colour these. We need a new colour. Okay, I'm going to go with dark blue this time. Oh, but there's no X or V in the pill again, so it could be anything like this one. Right, can we do some Sudoku? 3 there is looking at that cell. So remember, this pair has to add up to 7, so now that can't be a 4. 2, 9, 4. That is not able to be 6, which is in one of those cells. And it's not able to be 7, which in the final column is in one of those two. So that's 5 or 8. 6 and 7 appear in this group, and that's not a 6. 2, one of these is a 2, one of these is a 3. I still want to be using this 1, 3, 4, 6 quad a little better. What can this be? Oh, look, this also sees 2, 9, and 7. So that's also 5 or 8, and we've got a 5, 8 pair. Oh, that's excellent. Right, these digits don't have 5 in. And in this box, this group of cells is a 4, 7, 6 triple. Not quite as helpful as I was expecting. 3, 3, one of these is 3. 9. One of these is 9. I didn't mark the 3, but I am going to mark that there's a 9 in one of these cells, because I just find it slightly interesting in terms of the orange total. Although I said that, and now I'm just looking at Sudoku at the top of the grid to see if that's doing anything for me. I don't think it is. Maybe I know what this units digit, I can limit this, sorry, this tens digit. Okay, the absolute maximum for these cells is a 4 there. Oh, look, we've had 9 and 8 in this column, so a 7 and 6 here, and an 8 and 7 here. That would be 15, 19, 32. This digit is 1 or 3. If we can't get up to 32. I'll tell you what, this can't be 31, because that would take both of the odd digits and this V, the odd digits under 5. This V will need one of those. So if that's a 3, this is definitely a 2, which that would work for this V. Let's try it the other way around. If that was a 1, oh, what is the minimum? I haven't tried that. What is the minimum for dark blue? A 5, 6 pair there is 11. If that's a 1, then these are at least 2, 3, 4, and that gets us up to 20, and that can't be a 1. So it's kind of one of those self-fulfilling non-prophecies. If this is a 1, it can't be a 1. So it's a 3. And this pill is definitely 32. It can't be 31 because you couldn't make up this V. This V is now a 1, 4 pair. This V is also a 1, 4 pair. This V is a 2, 3 pair, and we know the order. Might clear some fog. No, this digit has become a 1, and now orange is going to have to be very low in a way that blue failed to be very low. It couldn't keep down to a 1 total. Oh, that can't be a 1 anymore. This can't be a 1, playing opposite a 6. Has this changed? No. 2, 2, there's a 2 in one of those cells. Just trying to do some Sudoku before I get back onto, there's a 3 in one of those, back onto this orange Z. Oh, no, hang on, maybe the blue Z was complete, because 32 might have been a maximum. 8 and 7 there, 7 and 6 here, 28 and 4 here. It is the maximum. 32 is the maximum. So that's a 6-7 pair. This is definitely a 4. And this is definitely a 7-8 pair. And in the column, that's great. This becomes 5. This, oh, we cleared fog. This becomes 6. We found another Z. Right, 19. And we've got 11 there. These two add up to 8. Oh, they could both be 4s. This can't be a 6 anymore. That's unlucky that there's still optionality there. Yeah, okay, but... Oh, 6 is looking directly at this blue digit. Now, these are 5, 8, and 9. Right, what's that doing for the orange? I don't think this can be a 5, because this would then be 8 or 9. The minimum for these is 1, 4, 5. That is a total of 10. In fact, since we're aiming for no more than 19, how could we survive if these didn't include a 1? They would be 4, 5, 6. That would be a 1. That would be at least 5. That's a total of 21. So, there is a 1 in this group, and we know exactly where it is. It's here. This digit becomes a 2. That's a 3 on the V. This is good. That's not a 3 now, playing opposite a 4 in this 7 pair. Oh, look at this column. We've only got 1, 4, and 5 to place. That can't be a 6, playing opposite a 1. We still haven't resolved that group. This is 1, 4, or 5. Okay, I'm coming back to you, orange. This can't be a 5. I think we've just worked that out. This would be at least an 8. 9, 10 would be up to 19. That's not a 5. Does this have to be a 5? If that was a 9 and this was an 8, these would have to add up to 11. These would have to add up to 10. That would be a 4, 5 pair. That's so irritating. It is possible to do it with an 8 here. It's not possible with a 9 here, therefore. So now there's definitely a 9 in one of those two cells. We've got a 9 there. One of these two is a 9. What about this digit? It sees 1, 2, and 4. This arrow is effectively complete because we know that the arrows must meet in this cell. So this arrow is actually limited. We need a colour. I'm finally going red now. These, what do they add up to? What are the minima and the maxima? What's the maximum? 3, 8, 7 there, and a 9 here. We're up to 27 for the box, and an 8 here. 35 is the maximum. This digit can't be 1 or 2. It's definitely 3. And that's going to fix this as a 1, playing opposite a 6 in this 7 pair. That gives me 3 and 4 over here. This digit, oh, that finishes this column, 5 and 1. This is great. This is great. I think we're making progress. I get a 3 in column 2. That has to be here. A 1 in column 2. No, not certain yet. Although, if you were to put a 1 on this arrow, its maximum is severely impacted. 3, 1, 8, 9, 8 would be only 29, and that wouldn't get to 30-something. So that's not a 1. It was close. It nearly could be, but it couldn't. Now those two can't be 1s. 1, 3, 8. Oh, look, there are digits on the fog that I'm sure are right, but didn't clear themselves. Does happen sometimes. There's a 4 there and a 4 there. One of these is a 4. We knew one of those was a 9. Yeah, I did that before. 3. Oh, I can place 4 in box 8. Has to be here. Now, that is going to inform this total. 6 already there. These two have to add up to 12 or 13 with a 5 or an 8 in the central digit. If that's a 5, this is 7 or 8. If that's an 8, this is 4 or 5. Oh, it can't be 7. So this is 5 or 8. Hang on. Have I really just got that that's a 5-8 pair? This is 18 or 19. These add up to 6. So this pair adds up to 12 or 13. With an 8 there, this can't be a 4 and would have to be a 5. With a 5 there, you could have 7 or 8 here, but you can't have 7. So this is weirdly an 8-5 pair. And now we know that this total is therefore 19. That's so strange. Excellent. It's excellent though. 197623. That's 4 or 5. Now, I've still got the red one to think about. These numbers aren't, well, they're getting reduced, but actually they're only getting reduced to high numbers, which is not helping decide that. So let's do Sudoku. 5 sees those cells. Now there's a 5 in one of those two. Oh, 8 sees that cell. That is definitely a 5. This can't be 8 similarly. These add up to 8, and that's not resolved yet. That's a 5-8 pair, which is great. Okay, this group of cells is a 6, 7, 8 triple. I feel like I don't know any more than that. But I need a 4 in one of these two cells, and that's an X-wing with the 4 in one of those two. That means one of these two has to be a 4. Any good? These digits are from, that's 2 or 7. This is 2, 7 or 8. So this total is either 32 or 37. 37 would be a very big number. 9, 8, 7 and 3 here would be 27. That's the absolute max. 27 in this box. You can never get to 37. So that's a 2. This can't be a 2. It is 7 or 8. Now, these add up to either 25 or 24, but they've got a 4 and a 3 in. So it can't be 25 anymore. These must be 3, 4, 9, 8. So that's definitely a 9. There's an 8 in this pair. If my maths is right, that's 24. This is an 8. Yeah, that's the max. Cool. This is going to finish it, I think. 8, 5, 8. 4, 5 pair here. These are 6, 7, 9. 2, 9, something's done here. Yes, that's done by the 8 at the top. Poor pencil marking, never mind. That's done by the 9 now down below, 6 there. So column 2's finished. This is finished. Once we got the 8 there, that became a 5. What have I got to put in this box? 2, that goes here. 6 goes here. 7 down here. That fixes 9 and 7. This digit is a 5. 4 and 9 in light blue. That's now a 9. 5, 7, 6. 5 can be placed. Then there's a 6, 7 pair. We'll look down the column. That's 8. This is 6. That's 7. These are a 1, 6 pair. I can do 8 and 5 though. Now, how's it going to resolve? These include a 4 in the row, so that can't be 4. Now I can do this arrow. That's a 1. And that's going to finish us off completely. So all the arrows are done. All the Sudoku is done. All the fun is over for today. And we have resolved the big Zs. Oh, why do I not get a tick? I must be not getting a tick. Because I must have the... Either I've made a mistake in here with hopefully a late digit. I'm just a bit nervous about the 28 sums. Or I've got my settings on, don't tell me when you're finished, which I don't know how that might have occurred, because that's not what I normally have them on. Right, I'm going to press the tick, because I think I've got this right. No, I haven't, because look, I've written 2 7s there. That's what you were shouting at me. So if I change that one to a 6, that is the typo. To make this add up to 19, yeah, that is... No, it's going to be wrong. Six, 9, 10. Oh, I got these wrong because I got this wrong. That's the 6. My goodness, I do apologise for a typo there. That's a 6. There we go. Solution is correct now, and that is a very good puzzle, isn't it? Big Zs all over the grid, and great fun to be had. Thank you so much for playing along with me. Sorry about the late typo. And if that had you shouting at the screen, well, it was good vocal exercise. I'll see you again soon on the channel. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.